I was expecting a 1-1 ban over here, but yeah, now it's open, you take it. So, wait, logic explains, Mirko, are you OE now?
Yeah, for sure.
Anywhere 1-1.
No
Why'd
doubt.
I ask? Why'd I even ask?
Honestly, right? Like 1-1 brings, honestly, just so much pressure on the map. Firstly, you're so good in lane, depending, again, if you get the snowball, if you go and get your items,
Even if you don't get the snowball, if you get
Yeah.
bullied in the first 5 minutes.
again, yeah, 1-1 just being 1-1, like LaFell and Gideon said back in the analyst stand, I guess. But RSG Singapore now, they knew what to do when they were getting ganked on the 1-1. Now, do they want to try the same strat as Orange Esports, try to shut down the 1-1 from the get-go, just force him to be a non-factor in the mid-game?
Oh, but that gives the Akai pick over to RSG SG, and they top that off with the real world manipulation from Eve. Those are huge teamfight ultimates that you can use. I was also going to say OE would like forced the Atlas ban out by using the Diggy ban so that they could prioritize 1-1 picks. So that's great. At the same time, though, they do pick up a link for themselves. How is this looking right now?
I like it. You know, they're going back to fundamentals. They're going back to their comfort picks. Esmeralda, Gary on the Ling, and Valence on the 1-1. This is it. This is exactly what we wanted.
Yes.
But now, this is it. Okay, so there are two ways to counter the 1-1. Outrange, first. They have it both right now.
You know what I'm enjoying more here is coming from the Glue Hayabusa Akai Rome lineup from OE Game 1. They go like, yeah, let's play about a June 14, 2022 metagame lineup. Like right here, let's just pick the 3 best heroes in the game.
Natalia is going to, well, can RSG do what OE didn't do the previous game now with this Natalia? Try to shut down the 1-1 as much as possible and prevent him from scaling.
Something tells me it's not just the 1-1's gonna have a hard time. I think even Gary's gonna have to think twice about where he ends up, where he jumps on walls, and where he, I don't know, counter pressures, given that, correct me if I'm wrong, it should be 505 who plays this Natalia.
Yeah, likely so. Although he did play Natalia once in the group stages, wasn't successful, but he did put a lot of early game pressure on the opponent.
Way to throw shade, man. No, I'm joking. But yeah, back again, RSG Singapore.
She just gave us stats!
Banning, right? Let's talk about the bans
Let's
here.
talk about bans!
Let's move on, right? Final ban for RSG Singapore. What do you think it'll be? Do you think they're going to target towards that roamer position now that they already secured a roamer for themselves in the Natalia? The answer is no. They're going to go and focus man's hero pool down.
There are still quite a few options left. I mean, you can go toe-to-toe, play the range game, pick up a Farsa, play a Kagra. For Orange Esports, they also need to consider maybe taking out Dairoth. That is one big factor here because, you know, you want to give Born a good game.
And that's going to be detrimental as well to the Esmeralda on their side. I
Exactly.
mean, if you get pressured in the early game, you don't have that space for a 1-1 as well as Esmeralda. And the Link, you know, if he doesn't snowball in time.
Yep, you land for like 2 seconds and the Dairoth sees you, pow, you're dead.
There's one hero that works really well here if we're talking about RSG Singapore. They want to just shut the 1-1 down again. Clint can work really well in lane, right?
Oh yeah.
Just outrange her, keep on poking her down.
That's the Trinity. That's the Gold Lane Trinity. Clint, Beatrix, 1-1.
Exactly.
They battled the Masha, which I understand because they're already having a hard time with the Natalia. So I think RG Sports just says,
Yeah,
Coach
no.
Babs, I don't want the Masha. It's gonna give me a bad time. So take it out.
Take it out, and now RSG Singapore with the first pick in the second phase.
Well, Beatrix is still open. They haven't banned that out yet. So I guess it seems like they're going to give the, well, baby cakes that for free. They are pausing though, so I don't know if they have kind of a pocket strat up their sleeves.
Beatrix is more flexible. She can work in a lot of different situations, but Clint is better in lane. So that's okay.
Wait.
Khalid makes his debut on the MSC stage. Khalid?
Khalid XP lane,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Interesting.
You usually pick up the Khalid when there's no CC on the other side, so that your quick sand guard is maximum efficiency. But now, I'm guessing it's also for burst. This may be like an odd ball answer to the 1-1 when she lands. I don't know. Scrubby Cheeks, you were saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say the fact that they paused there made me think it had a pocket strat and out pops the Khalid. So exactly that. But
Exactly.
Orange Esports responds with a Ruby pick. So they do have the CC there.
Yep, no quick sand guard.
Yeah.
I see you, fam.
There's so much CC, and okay, yeah, they're just adding on to the CC at this point, right?
You
Ruby.
you wet the sand, it's over.
Yeah, basically, right? Like, there's so much CC here, and I'm pretty sure the Kadita is gonna go for the Petrify as well, just to add on to that combo. Now it's all up to RSG. They now know the entire composition from the side of Orange Esports. They want to pick up the Beatrix, the Clint, or perhaps they might just go for something like a Brody, more sustainable, can peel for himself. Works too, but yeah, I would just go for the Beatrix as well. More flexible in the different scenarios that Orange will force them to.
And more reliable, I would say. Because if you pick up a Brody, you can even consider like the Clint. It's just really Bayar Clint.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. And they go with the former. Looking good for RSG. They have good momentum, but I don't know why. Is there something about this Causeway conflict, this rivalry where like, oh, you played with the draft game 1, huh? You played out of meta. How about we do the same? Is that a thing?
That's true, maybe. I don't know.
Let me one-up you.
2 words. 1-1.
That is a name. It's not words.
But, you know, 1-1.
It's actually 1.
Yeah, it's a name. All right, man. Okay, Matt.
Get off my back.
Get off my back, man. You know, RSG Singapore, though. Yeah, I'm just going to go and predict Orange Esports because of 1-1.
So we're going to game 3 is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It's all about the mental reset and, of course, recalibrating your draft as we go into the Land of Dawn for game number 2. It's match point for RSG SG. Are they going to upset the locals here at MSC 2022 day 1? Or are we going to go all 3 as we did in the first series of the day? Brace are in purple as well as Gary.
Yeah, I guess we're going back to normal. So both purple starts here for of the junglers across the teams. I don't know. Orange Esports, they have the Kadita as well as the Ruby and Born, but it's not quite a beefy front line.
Yeah, you're really seeing some aggression here from the side of Orange Esports as well. They're trying to just give the 1-1 space to farm, but in that mid lane, Gary is trying to go for the Little Wanderer. It is actually just going to be Bray who takes it up. Gary, though, he goes to the end. He goes back to his own jungle. Baby Cakes up top, getting bullied.
Yeah, forced to back here, and you can see Min just waiting out. If Baby Cakes overstep just by a little bit, that will be a, well, pretty much dead Beatrix there, but Baby Cakes super careful. He realizes this from game 1, you know, the strategy is to shut him down in the early game, regardless of what he's playing.
Yeah, I mean, currently, again, I think RSG Singapore, with the Natalia, they need to be a little bit more aggressive, and they're showing it already. Diablo just invading the enemy jungle, and Gary is forced to just constantly be thinking about the Natalia, right? He wants to go back in, but there you go. 505 just punishes him for trying to go for the invade.
Not just even think of the Natalia, even see the Natalia.
Yeah.
There must be some mind games being played here, and given their huge win game number 1, RSGSG has all the incentive to do just that. So it's all in the cards. It's all in the logic, in the principle of how the series is going to go.
Absolutely.
At this moment, the turtle is spawning in just 2 seconds now. You can see even though Born has pressed up his lead all the way down bottom side with the minions, RSG SG, they've rotated all the way down to make sure that Bray can secure this objective.
Yeah, you can see the opposite instantly from the side of Orange Esports. They want to trade this for a kill on towards Baby Cakes up top. And will he get it? Baby Cakes actually flickers out, gets petrified though. The real world manipulation comes in, but it is still first blood from Orange. They will be able to get a gold lead here with the turret gold, but 505 is trying to look for more compensation. Min forced to back up. 505 doesn't want to commit, and that's actually Bray stealing the purple buff away from Gary.
And I was going to say, that is because as they took the turtle, the first turtle of the game about moments ago, he did not use Retribution. That's how in control and aware Bray was of the situation. I'm not sure if he planned to go for the steal, but indeed he did. So this puts Orange Esports in a very precarious position. This is a purple buffless Ling.
Yeah, that's really dangerous. And even though Gary is great on his assassin junglers, like you can see right now, it is a power pick for him. But without a purple buff, that's still going to be tough for him.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, it's a PBL. A purple buffless Ling. You need that. You're just not going to perform without it.
Yeah, you really do. On the Ling, it's just very, very tough when you don't have the purple buff. Even when you have the purple buff, sometimes it's just really tough, especially up against a composition like RSG, SG. They have silence ability from the side of 505, just presenting utility, a lot of disengage, a lot of stuns, and to add on to that, the damage from Baby Cakes, if he does go for a Wesker, it's going to be really tough for Link.
Not just the damage from Baby Cakes, even Diablo. I saw the interaction earlier. The Esmeralda was just not having a good time. Up top!
I'm offended. Getting popped here, gets onto break crossbow of 10 pops as well, but not enough damage to be able to close out that kill. Instead, Miku pops the real world manipulation and tries to get Min to flicker out. Will get him to safety.
Yeah, and surprisingly, they didn't actually go for the dive onto Valens. I thought with Min forced to use the flicker, they would have just committed on to that dive towards Valens. He didn't even have the crossbow tang anymore, no Inspire, but no, they just choose the safe route. They're disciplined. They don't really want to push and overcommit. They know they have a gold lead currently. Stay onto it, wait for the turtle, set up.
I hear ya and I see it, but I'm wondering if that's the right call because it was a very small gold lead. I'm sure they could have forced the issue a little bit more, but Turtle already up second of the game.
Oh, 505 up top, already being forced out of the range here. But RSG still pressing on, trying to get the turtle. They do have the ultimates up, like the heavy spin as well as the raging sandstorm. Not opting to use that yet. Diablo, though, getting caught up here and manages to zone out everyone successfully for Bray to get the objective.
I love it! A Khalid that works like a miracle. You see that?
Yeah.
He bought so much time and opened up a kill from behind. 505 on Valens.
Turns out it's not the quick sand guard that we need to look at. It's the Raging Storm to get out. 505, he's going to get taken down, but it's worth it, man. He traded his life for Valens on the 1-1. Because of that, he's going to lose an entire wave up top, and Baby Cakes gets the lead.
I'll take that trade any day.
Any day.
A Natalia for a 1-1, yes please.
And right now, RSG, they recognize, yes, Valens is probably the card that they're hiding now. They're doing the same as they did to Baby Cakes now. In the mid stages of the game, how are Orange Esports going to play this?
So Orange Esports, they're down about 500, but in team fights that they pick, in team fights that they want to go into, they can. So the way that they get into the mid-game's power spike this way is to watch out and count what Diablo's up to because this happens.
That's what happens.
Look at the damage output that the Khalid has.
Yeah, and 2 executes as well, right? So it doesn't matter how much shielding you have, Diablo going to be able to convert on to the turret with the kill there. And Min is trying to look for a trade up top. It's not going to happen, though, because, again, RSG they have so much map control. They know. They're aware.
Cheeky. That's cheeky.
It is cheeky, though.
I'm so amazed. You know, RSG, they respond exactly as if they can see exactly what's going on the map. It's insane. But right now, Gary being aggressed on in the mid lane, Brave popping that heavy spin, not able to get the kill so far. Gary just dashes out.
Gary almost walked into the loving arms of 505. You saw that?
Yeah. I was a bit worried for him for a bit, right? But then I saw every other member just surrounding. But Valens now, he's caught in a sandwich play. That was beautiful by Baby Cakes. The Wesker Flicker combo comes in. Min's caught. Real world manipulation will be able to lock them down. But look at the rough waves coming in to just secure another kill. On the backside as well, Born jumping onto Mikumi. Diablo now in a 2v1, still managing to get away with 1 HP. But Min will silence his fate. That's a kill picked up. Miku, you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. Born just takes the kill. Miku's helping him out.
Oh, Miku just gives up right there. You can see he just stands there. Yeah, take me. This is tough. Now, Man getting that burst damage onto Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes needs to really be careful here. I mean, yes, they're kind of even right now. A bit of advantage, but right in the middle lane, Min in some trouble here. 505 actually being the one to run away. Baby Cakes already popped that Nibiru to fend off Orange Esports. So far, no kills dropped yet.
That last team fight, very messy. I'd say RSG maybe a little too overconfident. They know that they have the damage advantage. They know that, okay, we can engage here. But I'm guessing, again, at some points, they were allowed to be a little too overconfident. This might have been the punish right here.
Yeah, but look at that. Baby Cakes actually baits in Gary into the heavy spin. He will lose his life, but it is going to be traded in for 2 kills on the board. Turret down below taken down, so I would actually say it's still worth it for Orange here.
I feel like right now it looks as if, you know, Diablo is the hidden carry. Like, you think it's Baby Cakes or Miku Me. It is actually not, but Valens in some trouble here. Pops across Wolf Tank onto Bray. Will be able to secure the kill. And Diablo in some trouble. Looks like they will be happy with that one and walk away with it. But 505 gets the revenge onto Valens, taking that trade super well.
Yeah, Min also just forced to back away now, and RSG, they're slowly like losing their feet on the game. Currently, Orange Esports, they have RSG's number.
And I think the key here to both of these teams' success is on RSG's execute counters. They have to be aware and then pick the fights where in the execute is on point. Me. Down.
Man now in some trouble. I'm offended lands, but they will not be able to get the last hit on him. Diablo comes in with a raging sandstorm though, and manages to put him in the dust.
The way you put it, the secret carry is Diablo.
Yeah, he's the silent killer from RSGSG, right?
Still not over the series.
Still not over the series, man. But man, like, at this point, right, RSG, they're building again. They have a 1,000 goal lead. They have map pressure. They're trying to go for the siege into the mid lane so that they can set up for the Lord. But Horn is just not letting that happen. RSG, they need to look for a cheeky pick at this point, right? Because if they don't get a pick, it's going to be kind of tough. Orange Esports have the advantage currently, and they can just snowball, honestly, in the mid stage of the game.
Yeah, we talk about how Diablo has, RSGSG has Diablo. As for Orange Esports, I gotta say, it's Man who's the real difference maker here. Wherein the rough waves, the full combo comes in, that's where they win. And of course, if you find these cheeky 2v1s, wherein there's no response, there's no blowback, you get that too. And you take away the gold lead from RSGSG. Orange Esports, if they play like this for the next 2 or 3 minutes more, and then leverage this free Lord, we might as well go into game 3.
This was what I was worried about when 505 went Natalia, right? Like, yes, you need to make full use of it in the early game, but right now, as we approach the mid and late, it starts to fall off. And if you're not able to get off those picks, you just fall off in the team fight.
Yeah, for sure. Lord here at a third of its health.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough for the side of RSG. I mean, look at Orange Esports. They're just grouping up. Bray is just forced to back away now. He goes in for the heavy spin, but he will not be able to use the Retribution there to pick up the Lord. Baby Cake's now trying to kite away as Diablo does the same thing on the back lines, going for Valence, but in the end, he will be the one who loses his life. A shutdown on to Valence is not good. Orange, Born, looking for the Falling Star Moon, will not connect onto it. 505 finds a trade, but it's a 1-for-1. Orange pick up the Lord.
Diablo cannot be two things at once. He cannot be the one zoning everyone and be the carry at the same time. This Kadita pick, I feel, has really thrown RSG off. And maybe it was RSG that showed their cards too early with the Khalid pick second to last.
Oh, I hear ya. Schrodinger's Diablo. It's not going to happen. But look, he is the most damage dealt. 30, almost 40k.
Oh, but look at this though, 505 going for it. This time Valence has the win in nature, and that might just be 505 punished here. It seems like it is, but 505 managing to maneuver really well with the help of Diablo to back him up and help him escape. But in the bottom side, Orange Esports, again, just looking to siege down the turret. It is not an enhanced Lord, so it will just be cleared out here under that base turret down below.
This is not honestly, like, yes, RSG is still keeping up pretty well, but Orange Esports, they are gradually getting a lead, and I feel like this is only going to get bigger. They haven't found an answer for Man yet, because Man dives straight into the backline for Baby Cakes. Miku Mikumi forces them to retreat, and there's no more fight.
Yep, and it's not like there's any cleanses on the side of RSGSG, so they have to tank the full combo. They have to time it out, and there's just not enough resources, whether in gold, in EXP, or in the kit, that RSGSG allows for that. So something's got to give. The best that they can do is trade, but they have to get beneficial trades. Nothing comes for free now at this point, 12 minutes in.
Oh, Bray is actually canceling out the rough waves, forcing him to pop it, but Valence, he's looking for one more weakness point. He goes in very deep, and he's going to get punished for it. Real world manipulation will take him low, and that's 505 getting caught by Gary. An amazing play to spot him out right there as he pops the Temple of the Blades and locks him down. Born picks up the kill. Baby Cakes now looking for the damage and the trade-off, but Valence is here to pop the weakness points. Baby Cakes running away. Born picks up the kill for a double. Diablo looking for it, but a crossbow Tang will be popped onto Miku, and now it's Bray who needs to suffer the consequences. Diablo with a Raging Storm trying to look for compensation. Gary dashes out in the last second. Again, a 3-for-2, favoring Orange.
So hard to watch. RSG had the lead there, but you forgot about Valence. Yes, you survived Man's rough waves, but what next? You face an onslaught of arrows being thrown at you. Right now, just a brawl between Born as well as Diablo. Show off the two fighters, and off of that fight, Orange Esports are gonna get the mid lane turret. The Lord is spawning in 10 seconds as well. RSG, how do they come back from this?
RSGSG, as evidenced by that team fight right there. It's the resources were there, right? They had their battle spells, they had their ults. It's just they were too spread out. The target acquisition, there you go. What Falcon Esports is so good at, as we saw from the first series of the day, RSGSG, they need to pick that out. I haven't seen Bray really get a key heavy spin on quite yet.
I agree. You know, Bray, he had a phenomenal game number 1, but currently on the Akai, he's kind of struggling to find those cheeky picks, like, right? Those are the picks that you kind of need when you're playing the Akai now, and look at it here. He, again, is just going to get zoned by Born. He's looking for the entrance here. Using heavy spin to open up, but maybe it might just be a little bit too late. Valence looking for every single weakness points, will be able to get it, and the crossbow tank is ready. They will all just back away. Reset though, RSG lose 1.
That looked to me like a heavy spin of desperation. It's like he just wanted to dive in and try to retribution it, but in the face of what? 3 or 4 damage dealers from RNG Sports plus a retribution from Gary is just not quite gonna happen. So yeah, RSGSG, number 1, trying to get Bray back on track. And yeah, I don't know. It's so hard. Like, if you were talking about, yeah, that's a pick off right there. If you're talking about Schrodinger's Diablo, how about Schrodinger's Bray? What are you? Are you a zoning out utility jungler, or are you like an assassin that deals a lot of damage? It's so hard, so difficult.
I think that's what's going on here. Diablo, Bray, 505. They're playing different roles than they were meant to play. 505 Roamer now has to play an assassin. Diablo is supposed to play EXP, now he's a carry. Bray, jungler, now a tank. It's all out of their comfort zones, and right now with the Lord marching in, Orange Esports, they're looking to end these. They get Diablo as well as 505. Baby Kings is next to go, and now with the Lord marching in, a huge burst